You've got crabs.
There you go. Not crabs.
You've got crabs.
Who'd you get crabs from?
That's not what I'm going to talk about.
Oh, okay. How's it going, everybody? We are Two Beards and a Board Game, and we're coming to you live. Well, not live.
It's live for us.
Live for us.
Yes.
We're in the middle of the ocean. We've been on a cruise for the last week.
The Pacific Ocean off the coast of Mexico.
Yep, Joco 2018 board game cruise.
Right.
Played a lot of games.
It's put on by a dude named Jonathan Colton. Friends with Will Wheat and a bunch of nerdy type guys that decided to get together, rent a boat, and
now we're on it.
Take a cruise.
Cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you a game that we played a couple of times called You've Got Crabs. This is made by the people that made Exploding Kittens.
Yes, it's Elan Lee and Matthew Inman. Matthew Inman is the creator of the Oatmeal comic that I'm sure many of you have seen at one time or another. Also, they created Exploding Kittens a couple years ago, which blew up the market, of course. There's also last year's game was Bears vs. Babies.
Bears vs. Babies,
yes.
which we
This
played.
year's game is You've Got Crabs.
Yes, and it is all about the crabs. I just knocked the box over. Crabs. How many does this play?
4 to 10.
Ages 7 and up.
Definitely in the vein of their other games, like much more of a party game than anything. It's still a card game like the other games. So this game, you're trying to get 4 of the same crabs in your hand with your opponent or with your teammate, and then your teammate has to yell, "You've got crabs." So this is a game where it is teams of 2, and that's it. So we've played with 4 people, and we played with 6 people. They can play up to 10 people with 5 teams.
Right. So you have to have pairs for this game. You can't have an uneven amount of numbers.
Right.
Because you need a partner. And the whole point is, there's going to be 4 cards on the table of different crabs. They're all puns. My daughter loved that fact. She loves puns for some reason. And then you have 4 cards in your hand, and the goal is to draw cards and just get 4 of the same copy.
Right.
But then the trick is you have to somehow signal, make a signal.
Non-verbally signal.
Right, maybe one time, I did the beard thing, one time I did this, to let them know that you've got 4 copies of the same card in your hand, and then they yell, "You've got crabs," at you.
Right.
And if they're right, you get a point.
Right. The other caveat to this game is your opponents can learn your signals and steal your point, essentially. They say you've got crabs, and then they will take one of your little crab guys and add to their pile.
Yep. And then if they're wrong, they have to give you a point, or do they just lose a point?
They give you one of their points.
They give you one of their points. So you play until
the top of the
there you
box
go.
is actually a crab pot.
You play until a crab pot is empty.
Yes.
And I will take a quick second to say I like the box. We'll put a still shot in here. We're kind of in a weird, but it's got this cool little insert
tray system
that everything goes in. So I really like this. Goes in there nice and neat. And then the crab pot that you used to play with just goes on top.
The lid, yeah.
And so I like that a lot.
Yeah, definitely. Packaging is top notch for sure. So everybody starts with 2 crabs, and then there's 8 crabs in the pot.
Yes.
And you play until the pot is empty.
Yeah, and sometimes crabs go back into the pot. Sometimes, there's a lot of crabs transferring around. I'm going to apologize if you guys hear the noise. We are on a cruise ship, so there is some. Sometimes crabs, transfer around. The one game we played with 6 people, how long did that last?
Forever.
Yeah, it seemed like it was taking for a while.
I don't know what it says time-wise, but this is definitely not a short game.
I don't even think it has a time on it.
It doesn't. It's probably as long as you make it to play.
No, I don't even think it has a time on it.
20 minutes to play, which is not accurate at all.
No, not accurate. Maybe for a couple of rounds.
A 4-player team, yeah. I guess
like
if you keep it going on, so this game is kind of chaotic. You have it's called the oceans in front of you. You've got 4 crabs out there, and everybody's got to trade cards, and it's undone simultaneously on half of the table. So you're not sitting next to your team. You have to set it typically kitty corner, so you can't kick them under the table or do some sort of hidden signal. Like everybody is kitty corner away, so it just keeps it fair. Everybody's crazily trying to, grab their crabs and discard and everything else. So it's definitely a chaotic game, but I think it's meant to be that game.
Right,
Chaos.
right. I think it's supposed to.
Right.
What do you think you'd rate this guy?
So it's fun. I like the game. However, there's no replay value in it. We played through it with 6 players. I wouldn't be sad if I'd never played this game again.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a Peach Fuzz, which is a 3 out of 7.
I'm going to mirror that Peach Fuzz, 3 out of 7, just for the same reason. It's fun. The little crab guys are cute. You know, the box is really nice, which is probably why I gave it a 3 instead of a 2.
Right.
But the replay value really isn't there. Like, especially if you're going to play with a group of people that you play with a lot, the second that people start repeating signs and you start picking up what other people are doing most often to let their partner know, it's just going to be, oh, you got crabs, you got crabs, you got crabs. You're going to start calling people out like crazy, and it's just...
Right, and there's been situations where I don't have any matches going on, but I'll start taking from the ocean, and if people are kind of paying attention and counting cards, they know exactly when to draw that 4th crab, and they just instantly are going to get you. So
yep, that happened a couple of times.
Yes, yes.
So, I mean, overall, it was okay. My favorite thing, again, is the box. You guys know, if you watch our videos, how much I love boxes. So.
I will say, if you're a fan of the Oatmeal and Matthew Inman, definitely take it. There's some great art with the game, some great puns.
I'm going to say this, it's worth playing.
It's worth playing.
But let somebody else buy it.
Yes, I would definitely agree with that statement.
We appreciate you watching the video, guys. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more videos. And from the middle of the ocean, we'll see you again.
We'll wave you next time.